Hello and welcome to Gierok Farms. Today we are preparing an area where we're gonna pour some concrete to add on to our concrete slab in our yard that we use in the fall to place third crop hay and some corn silage. So haylage and silage pad in the yard. So in the fall we have a silage pile here that's for about a couple months. Usually by Christmas it's all fed out to the cows. Today we're prepping an area for concrete so we can make the slab here bigger, just so we don't have to go as high when we build it. We can go a little wider, and thanks for watching.
Well, we got our drain pipe here for the water from the barn. I already jabbed it right there, so I gotta fix that. Minor details, but now I know where it is. So the plan is here we want to go a full 6 inches. So I'm gonna get a little bit more out than that because it's just with all the stone and business in here. And then we're gonna get our forms in, and then we'll put a little bit of sand in to get it really nice all the way through. On that end, they got breaker rock. I think that's where the milk truck had to turn around. It's a lot heavier. It probably was a lot of mud there at one time, so it's pretty deep. So and then we've been finding all kinds of souvenirs. I think at one time there was the fuel barrels were in the middle of the yard with a power pole that came from the barn to the shop, and then around all that I ended up with a lot of this type of stuff. It was probably buried in the dirt. That almost looks like a piece of railroad track, like a real old chunk. It looks like an alternator bracket or something, but anyway, that's how it is, honey, when you get into an old farmyard. Pallet fort works pretty good. We've done this type of stuff before. I tried to skim off the better gravel, salvage some of that, and then now we got a lot of dirt and junk with it, so we're gonna put that somewhere else. We gotta get at it. works better if I got like a half a bucket worth of stuff already when I'm trying to get the grade correct. It's the weight of the bucket and all the stuff in it helps dig in better. Otherwise, you're really light on the front until you got a full bucket. And then it's just skidding around on top. If you open up the barnyard, I'll bring it back there.
There's a new baby over there, just born. Cow's starting to clean or pass her placenta. Oops, look at iPhone. That's a pretty big spike. It's almost time to milk the cows for evening milking. There's another cow in here too that's about to freshen or have her calf. I better close the gate here because the cattle are down here in the yard. Another interesting, exciting day on the farm today. We wrapped up all the morning chores and milking. Now we're finishing with the preparation of the concrete area. So we have it all formed up with some lumber. George is bringing some sand here that we can add to the bottom as we level it up inside our formed in area, and hopefully we'll be able to put some concrete in here today. Do you have anything to say, George, about this project that's underway?
We didn't go to cement school, and we did a lot of this barnyard stuff at home where I grew up, and kind of learned from there. And we came here, and of course it was probably 3-4 pours a year of some sort or another, at least. And they kind of evolved to. So the theory is silage pile. We end up always lapping into the gravel, and gravel costs money too. So we're gonna pour some cement because that's gonna stay put. I think that one slab, but Aaron was 2 years old when we poured that. Then I poured this maybe about, I don't know, maybe 8-10 years later. This little strip here. And I think concrete is, even though it's expensive, it's quite the value because it's how long it'll last. I mean, if it's done right, you know, even though it cracks, it's, you know, gravel eventually gets washed away or pounded down, and you kind of keep adding to it. The concrete's pretty durable stuff.
So what are we doing now? Adding some of the sand here?
Well, yeah, there's a few spots that, like over near, it looks like it's almost 8 inches, but I think we just want to go run a strong 6. This is probably the center of our whole operation here. This is going to be, so we're going to get some rods from those guys and run a couple rods down through, and especially on that corner where the milk truck comes
Like
around.
some re-rod just for strength and reinforcement of the concrete.
Yeah, exactly. That's our plan, and yeah, we got to get it ready and keep going.
Okay, we'll check in with you guys later. We got about 2/3 of the way leveled up with some sand. So it's coming along nicely. Hopefully we'll be able to call for concrete soon. That's our progress so far. I guess we threw in a little bit too much right here, but we'll get it all leveled out.
Okay. I gotta get this. Like I said, then leave the pile up higher and then I can peel it. We'll be fixing that stuff. It's like the gravel just runs away with the rain. Then tomorrow or whatever I pour it in, that'll be.
Well, George is doing the final edging of the concrete. We've got this 10 yards of concrete poured here next to the silage pile slab below the barn. So
We had a half a wheelbarrow too much. That's how close my calculations were. Half a wheelbarrow, which if we'd have found a bent board, we'd have been perfect.
right.
Right here. So then if we redo the driveway, we can run them bricks in along here.
Right.
A little cleaner.
Well, thanks for watching another project here on Gierok Farms. Have a great rest of your day.
Are you going to sign it? Take your shoes off, put your feet in there?
No, thanks. Not today. Thanks. This chickens will sign it, yeah. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, share it with a friend that you might think would be interested in the video. And thanks for watching.